Welcome back.
Hi.
Another edition of the Beth and Lee McCain mini show. The short show.
Is it the short show?
Well, we can call it that now that we have the hour-long show on every week.
Yeah,
so
we sure can.
This is like the little show.
That's right.
But I love this little show.
I do too.
It's
a lot of fun, isn't it?
Doesn't it make you happy?
And if you don't know, this is Beth McCain.
Oh, and hey, I'm Lee McCain, and together we talk about the law of attraction.
We sure do. Every week, same time, same station.
Also known as The Secret.
That's right.
And as I've said a million times, so much that it's probably, this will be the last time I say it, the secret's not a secret anymore.
No, it's not.
Nope, everybody's kind of tuning into the law of attraction now.
Yeah.
And so, boy, how great is that?
I know, it is great.
And week after week, you send us incredible questions.
Yeah, it's been, boy, this week's been so wild.
Been a weird email week.
It has been such a wild email week.
It has just
been and you know what we've been doing, guys?
crazy.
This is it. Okay. It's like a lot of people haven't been getting emails. And then people's emails haven't been getting through. And then we were having attachment strangeness.
Yeah.
And then, oh my gosh, the funniest thing, we have a couple of email addresses. And so anyway, I'm like, I type in, one of our email addresses. And I go there to look, and it's like, oh, you got all these messages, like we always do. But there's one from Lee McCain, and I'm like, why would Lee write me, when he's sitting right here? And I opened it, and someone had gotten the email address and sent and blasted it out. One of the Gmails.
They took over our Gmail
But
address.
the point is, it was so weird. All week it was kind of one of those. You know how we always talk about the clearing out days of the universe, where you just have to do what? Write it with ease. So we've just been easing through the week, and it finally today you could feel the ah.
Well, and here's the thing: if any of you got like some pitch from supposedly me telling you to,
you can make $398,000 in 1 minute
just by whatever. Hey, tune me in, because I'd like to make that too. Because I guarantee you that is not from us.
Yeah. So if you got one,
and you bad hijacker out there who took our email address, shame on you. We just are not going to stand for that.
Did you shame him?
Well, I don't have to. Karma will take care of him.
Well, yeah, the universe does take care of those kind of situations.
I feel sorry for you, person who swiped my email address.
Well, anyway, all fixed. Everything now, but it was so weird. Like within an hour, everything just kind of parted and just started to ease right back in again.
And then the offer on the house was accepted.
Yeah,
so
guys,
that was
you know
really
what?
Good.
We actually love the place we're in. It's just the dream fairy tale house. But we have in the back of our heads, and have for some time, we really wanted to do a law of attraction retreat. And I shouldn't say just law of attraction, just, a meditation retreat.
Yeah, just a meditative retreat.
With gift shops and waterfalls and pools and inns and little lodges, and so we've had that and just kind of visualized on it, but it hasn't been in the forefront. And all of a sudden, the last year or so, it's been in the forefront. And so we had plans made up. We did different things to get it moving. And so the other day we were on a drive, and Lee's like, there's a house, and look at the 25 acres. What's that about?
Look at the layout.
So he's like, what do you say? You want to look? And we're like, yeah, sure.
We were looking.
We were looking,
We were looking.
So we go, and perfect property. The house is absolutely incredible. A house that Lee will tell you. I've always had this house in my head, certain parts of it that were different, and it never was quite the house that we were in, but it was like, well, maybe one day it'll be there. Okay, this house has the parts. So we just looked at each other and came home and talked to Mom and Dad, said, hey, would you guys be willing, do you want to move again? Into a place that, and they're like, well, we love this place. And we said, well, you're going to love this place more, seriously. And we put our house up for sale, and we bought the other place, and we're very excited.
Well, and also, a good sign was when we were inside the house, the lady had Oprah and Friends on XM radio. She's a total LOA person. So.
And yes, signs all over her house.
Signs all over the house.
It was just wonderful. So we have a deal with her, how we're going to do it, and she...
it's just wonderful.
It's just a wonderful thing. So we're looking so forward to that.
It can happen to you too. Because when you live your life with the LOA...
And stick with it.
That's what happens.
Yes.
Would you like to hear a question from a wonderful person down in Texas named Lee?
Sure. Like his name.
Well, Lee writes, I keep having bad experiences and I want to feel good. Do you have any tips?
With ease.
Yeah, ease. Here you go, Lee.
Well, Lee, you have to start with happiness and see why you need to have an external experience to make you happy. Because it really is the other way around.
So true.
Yeah, find happiness within. You have a good start in that you want to feel good. You know, some people don't even realize that, believe it or not.
Yeah,
in
they don't even
world.
recognize that the problem exists. They just have this low-grade down feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what would make you feel good? What kind of experiences do you want to make you feel good? Focus on those. When you have a bad experience, it is your emotional reaction that will cause a chain reaction for more bad experiences.
Mm-hmm.
When you have a bad experience, see what it is that you can learn from the situation and then move into a better space on an emotion level and on a thought level. You can still figure out the experience, but without the upset emotion and thoughts.
Yeah.
That way you won't keep repeating the same kind of experience.
Right.
So keep looking forward and give the least attention to the experience that you do not want as you can,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and focus on what it is that you do want. See the opposite of the bad experience and begin to focus on that experience. Pretty soon your good experiences will outweigh the bad.
They will.
When you just keep shifting that focus to the positive.
All right.
I got one for you.
Okay.
This is from Bruce, and he is in New Mexico.
All right. Hey, Bruce.
Hi, Bruce. He has a really good question.
Okay.
What about third world countries that have so much poverty? How can you say they created what they have?
Uh-huh.
That's a good question.
It
And we
is.
get that question actually quite a bit.
In some form, we get this question a
We
lot.
do,
So,
we do.
okay, Bruce, well, here's my answer to this question.
Mm-hmm.
Think about the repetitive thought processes that have been made generation after generation. Start there.
Mm-hmm.
Living with no change for many years will breed repetitive thought patterns.
Mm-hmm.
Just one small child could change the poverty by seeing the positive in life and seeing solutions. Just those thoughts could change the child's life, and then think about his own family, you know, that he's around.
And it'll attract
Or
others
someday
to him
produces.
like that.
Yeah. So that stagnation really is where the problem starts.
Mm-hmm.
This is where it needed to start in order to change the poverty,
Mm-hmm.
okay? If one focuses on the hope and the solution and not on the lack and the problems,
Mm-hmm.
you know, focus on the solutions. Don't focus on the problems.
And when you're in such a situation like that of struggle, it's so easy to stay in it because what else can you do, you feel like?
Right.
When in fact, if you're just giving that spark of hope, it's going to make such a big difference.
Well, and when this changes within the third world countries, and it'll probably have to start from the top down,
Mm-hmm.
but as those changes like that happen, you find that the poverty diminishes. And that has happened time and time again. There's a lot of countries that have, you know, when that change starts at an institutional level,
Mm-hmm.
and then when the people pick up on it, all of a sudden there's a turn. And it takes time, but that is the answer.
And you know, when you have a poverty situation, people tend to look at them and feel sorry and pity them, when in fact how you can help them beyond, you know, financial is send them hope.
Mm-hmm.
Look at them and send them joy. You know, you don't want to send them the I
Right.
feel so bad for them. Send them inspirational thoughts
Mm-hmm.
because that they're going to pick up on.
Exactly.
Alrighty.
All right. Well, thank you for the question, Bruce, and thank you all for sending in your questions every week. We'll be here again next week, and also on Sunday night at Universal 7, that's the number 7, universal7radio.com. That's 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific time for one whole hour.
And I have one little shout out.
Okay.
And she knows who it is. Be happy.
All right.
All right, bye.
See you next week.